here as they take over.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. John Franklin Myers. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a down set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Vernon. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. The Chiefs at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vernon. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Vernon. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. To throw on 2nd down. Vernon toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Vernon.
That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw. Vernon.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
More than one defender there. That's a loss of 5 on the sack. So Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
One thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball.
Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Look made by Terrell Bernard.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it?
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to him.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man complete. It's Griffith flexing his muscle again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And again, it's Prescott. It's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Okay,
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
This is Swift on the counter to about the 40-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking to throw on second down. Vernon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. That brings up 3rd for 10 yards.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt they're just going to continue to fuel this play.
And this defense is already playing well. But it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about. And that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Vernon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They go play action here on first down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw on second down. Vernon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Connor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Vernon.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And some room to work.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper into the game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw on second down. Vernon. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Albert O with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 47. Number 47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Johnson goes in motion left. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 60 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Complete. It's Johnson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Palmer from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. With a full-headed steam behind it, it's looking like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On 1st down, Vernon.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Here we go. Hey, man. Number 38.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception. You do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit right in that reserve tank. They rolled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them.